Who's running the show, really? God, amateurs. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. It's Mystical Machine Gun. Welcome back. Welcome in, Rosie. Welcome in. I played VR for too long. I made a mistake earlier and went back to Mother Base when I shouldn't have. That's better. Yeah, now I'm a ghost. So I immediately quit the game to to let it, so we didn't miss a potential cutscene, which could be a cutscene we've seen before. It could be Ocelot throwing a bucket at us. We'll find out. PSO2. Why are you doing that to yourself here? Original flavor, at least, I hope.
Eli lolula mono. Muzolaka vekutuba.
Ukizina uge bigi lakamono. Ukizina uge bigi lakamono.
Tepe, Eli, what's the matter? Fighting will get you nowhere, Eli. Cut it out, kid. That ain't a toy. Eli.
Don't call me that! I'm not a kid. You hear me?
Enough.
On the battlefield, they use one another's nom de guerre. Here, we insist they use their real names. That hasn't sat too well with Eli. Or should I say, Unyoka Ya Mbembe. He thinks his boys are letting us grown-ups walk all over him.
I was going to point out how the other kid called him Eli, which, you know, is obviously a Last of Us crossover. But then it was just like, oh yeah, everybody on Mother Base likes beating up this kid. Yeah, so I was putting the kids to bed and doing side ops, and I'm like, oh, I've got to clear off some of these Mother Base side ops. I hate that number being so high. And there's like, oh no, there's a cutscene. There's always a cutscene when you go back. You've been avoiding this for a week. Don't go back. Yes, welcome in, Nick. I hope you're doing well. Welcome in VR. I hope I can help you recover from playing PSO2, and I hope you're doing well, Rosie, after beating Klonoa in one stream this morning. What an effort. I didn't realise Klonoa was such a sad ending. I thought it was just all cuteness and light the whole way through based on the art style and how the game works. Anyway, we've had our dose of Mother Base adventure. Let's get back onto the main ops. Oh, exactly. It hasn't even been 12 hours. I'm still recovering too. Very sad. My 5-year-old gets a bit upset at movies and stuff when people are getting sad and everything. So it was like, if she saw that, she would be bawling her eyes out. Your secondary hard drive's failing. Oh, no. Oh, dude, you don't have much luck, are you, VR? If it makes you feel any better. Oof. Yeah, so you're console bound for a bit. I also did Lurk in the Klonoa stream. Really need to play this time without the copious amount of save states. Looks like it wouldn't hurt. Oh, we got plenty of tapes to listen to too. But VR, if this makes you feel any better, for my eldest, she gave me some of her birthday money to order this toy, or Christmas money, or both. And I looked up the site that we were looking at because it was the only site that said they had this toy in stock. And there was like 4 reviews that said it was fine and 1 review said it was bad. So that was the 6th of January. I got an immediate order confirmation, but then nothing. It's been, what, it's the 16th now, it's 10 days. And I sent an email on the weekend, I sent another email today saying, look, I'm going to get a refund if you guys don't contact me. Checked at their website. They had a live chat option, which was just put in your email address and they'll email you. Didn't email. I called the phone number provider, which was just a mobile phone number. And in 3 different languages it told me that the phone number was disconnected. So I'm glad I did that via PayPal for one thing. And I will be getting a refund for my daughter's money. Anyway. Oh, for crying out loud. Yeah, she's just... I haven't told her yet. But she keeps asking about where her toy is. So it's like, no news yet. Yeah, no, it is good empathy. But it makes it a bit hard that, you know, we're watching Grease. And she got upset that Sandy and Danny were fighting. And so she ran out of the room. So before we just get the main up started, I'm not doing any of these bloody ones anymore because I would send S++ staff on an S+ headhunting mission and I would lose more S++ staff than I would get from the S+ thing. So bugger it. I'm sticking to destroying helmets.
Unit dispatched.
Just keep making sure they haven't got shotguns or anything. Okay.
Please select a mission.
Ooh.
Thanks to Code Talker, we've managed to put a stop to any new vocal cord parasite infections. We couldn't save those already symptomatic, but everyone who survived has been released from the quarantine platform. Skullface will pay for this.
This will give us...
Boss, Emmerich confessed. Skullface's endgame is to activate the bipedal walking tank Sahelanthropus,
which he's already done.
into live combat in Afghanistan. That's why he moved into the Soviet research facility they call OKB-0. If his plan comes to fruition, there'll be no stopping the ripple effect worldwide. Find a way to make contact with Skullface before that happens. Then learn what you can from him and put a stop to his plan. We'll have our fun with him later. This is it, boss. Diamond Dogs is strong enough now to face him head to head. It won't be like 9 years ago. Make your way to OKB-0.
This should hopefully give us plenty of time to listen to all those tapes we've got. Now. Let's take D-Dog with us. I think everybody's bond's pretty good. Ah, except for D-Horse. Most likely this won't be a filtering lots of people mission. So let's take a silenced pistol, but lethal. And yes, as always, we've been doing way more... Hey, Steerpike TV, welcome in, welcome in. 6 months it's been, oh my gosh. Oh, it's nice to have you here live too. Let's do some shout outs before this mission gets really going in earnest. Something with a silencer, please. Yes, don't get used to Tuesdays. It's just been the week has gotten away from us. The kids are getting looked after Thursday morning, so the grandparents said, how about a sleepover? So tomorrow night became a sleepover, and while that would mean I could start streaming earlier and stream for ages, my wife wouldn't be too thrilled with me going, hey babe, rather than us having a night together, how about I just use that time to stream? So instead, we're going to go have a date night instead. God. But yeah, Friday night, we've just been invited over to one of our eldest school friends just to catch up during school holidays for dinner. Yes, they love sleeping over at their grandparents for sure. They're going to have a great time. They may not get much sleep, but they're going to have a great time.
That's where Skullface is keeping Sahelanthropus before setting it loose in Afghanistan. There's a good chance he's got nukes, too.
Boss, we need to figure out what Skullface is up to. If you make contact with him, get him to talk. The ethnic cleansing parasites, Sahelanthropus.
Hang on.
Find out what his plans are.
Skullface's plans are on the verge of fruition. We need to stop him while we still can.
Maybe I should have brought a rocket launcher. We get to work day. Cosmically, it makes sense. I don't bring my kid to work today. I bring my dog to work every day. It's a dog-friendly office. Now, we got lots of tapes.
About the pathogen spreading through Mother Base. You've seen everything we've got on the outbreak.
Soviet soldiers in that area are all dead. Apparently XOF unleashed the Russian parasite strain. To isolate the facility, they first spread reports of a chemical weapon leak. The infection won't spread into the surrounding regions. Still, I think they just exterminate the men who work with them all this time. Skullface must be making his final play.
See, every time I do a tape. Every time.
About the pathogen spreading through Mother Base. You've seen everything we've got on the outbreak. What's your opinion? Textbook symptoms.
What's this James Bond music, Dad?
Infestation.
Play something from the 80s.
On this casualty list, it is the Kikongo strain, meaning a breed of parasite that triggers symptoms upon detecting pronunciation specific to Kikongo. So our Kikongo-speaking staff are at risk.
I'll figure that out.
So, he's right. All the victims do speak Kikongo. So they can survive if they just use another language. There is no guarantee. You're only dealing with the Kikongo strain. Other language strains may be present. You well know he was teaching them languages from all over the world.
The Devil's House. Nzoya Badiabulu.
There is no way to know how many strains he has at his disposal. So how do we keep them from
Why are you doing that,
becoming
Snake?
symptomatic? You mentioned using microbes. Use this. A type of Wolbachia. Introduced to a sample of the parasite. Wolbachia.
I'm in big trouble with my single language then.
Bacteria that colonizes the parasites, turning male to female and preventing copulation. You must
Copulation.
know more. What have you done with the infected bodies?
Cremated to stop the spread of infection. But we did keep a few for study. Good. Take this sample, grind it to a pulp, and introduce it to the larvae now nesting in the dead. The Wolbachia will multiply rapidly within those larvae. They're soldiers, not some petri dish. Conventional cultivation methods will take too long. Extract the Wolbachia from those larvae and vaccinate your men.
Eli snuck into the cargo on board the chopper. His idea of an escape attempt? Who can say? We'll think of how to deal with him later. Snake, do you read me? I know more than anyone about OKB-0 and Sahelanthropus. Boss, I've made up my mind. I want to be of use to you, not him. Let me work to pay for what I've done. I'll prove it, that I've always been your ally. Boss, I'll be focused on coordinating backup here at Mother Base. The chain of command is still in place. If you have orders, give them through Miller as usual. Skullface is in OKB-0. Start by making contact with him. The facility itself is under the control of XOF, Cypher's strike force. We have no hard data on their force strength, so your judgment in the field will be key. Boss, we're finally here. Find Skullface and take everything from him.
A virus that changes your gender. Very preventative virus. Exactly. Sex. No, you're right. You're right in the first place. Make contact with him. Take everything from him.
The fastest, surest way. No one is to speak a word of
Can we swim?
Congo until the Wolbachia are safely inside them. I will instruct your medical staff in detail on site. You have the appropriate facilities.
Hopefully nobody has helmets in there.
Do not worry. I made a pact with your bit de Holone on the honor of the Dene. I speak no lies. Keep an eye on him.
Will do. Follow me.
What's our bidet?
Now, we must wait for the Wolbachia to multiply
Wolbachia.
the larvae.
How is the disease transmitted? If it's carried by insects or rodents, then...
There is no intermediate host.
So...
The vocal cord parasites lay their eggs in the larynx of the host. Most hatch.
XOF has occupied the facility.
But
Skullface must be close.
through ciliary movement, mixing in with saliva. Saliva. Droplet transmission.
Sneezing, coughing. Any food or water containing infected saliva. It would spread fast.
Indeed. And when the larvae migrate to the lungs, symptoms can resemble the early stages of a cold. Making it
Boss, get down. The enemy sniper.
Conversation
Stay low and crawl along the ground. That should enable you to sneak past enemies.
to the larvae migrate to the lungs. It is as I said before. They mature by feeding on alveolar tissue. It is only then that noticeable symptoms appear in the host.
And by that point, it's too late. He's infected everyone else. It's one hell of a weapon you've created.
That is what Blag Anna wanted. Something that would spread easily. In truth, he's not the reason. But we will discuss that another time.
What are you talking about, Kotoka? Who are you talking about?
The Wolbachia have multiplied. We're preparing to extract them and begin vaccinating. But is this really the only way? Sure, it'll prevent infection, but the cost? You would rather remove their vocal cords? No. Tactical communication's a linchpin of what we do.
What if we were to ban the use of Kakongo?
Insufficient. First, there's no guarantee that only the Kikongo strain. Second, there is the matter of how the parasites lay their eggs.
Before they can copulate, they must be exposed to the pronunciation of a specific language for a period of time, like a container filling with water. But the duration between when the container is full and when the copulation actually begins varies from case to case. In other words, even if the infected stop speaking as a countermeasure, it may already be too late. The only true solution is to prevent copulation through the Wolbachia, or by physically removing the affected tissue. Do any anti-parasitics work? It sounds as though you have already tried. Yeah. We tried every one there is, and nothing. I have yet to find a medicine that can remove the parasites. At best, it temporarily covers their ears.
Why is that?
Because the parasites are companions to us. To remove them inevitably harms the host. Companions. More than you think. And this is why the human immune system cannot eliminate them.
Development complete.
All right, we'll give the tapes a break now that we're in the thick of things. I love this area. I love this old fort setup. And yes, I dare not even say the words, Nicovano. It's the lamest shit. I can never do this one stealthily. Hey, fucker. That's better. Might as well get one of them.
Subject on board. The rest to us.
Now we're playing Call of Duty, by the way. Oh my god.
Clouds approaching.
Hey, this isn't camping, this is tactical. I'm definitely a run around.
2 more gates to go. Still quiet at the silo. No sign of Skullface or his Goliath. Attack! Surely they can't already have... No, never mind.
Oh, that's gonna hurt our bond.
Snake, talk to me! Snake!
I'm a run around the map like crazy person. I can't sit still. I never play sniper classes and stuff like that. In TF2, I play the scout,
Skullface.
all that good stuff.
Silo at the facility's northernmost point.
Sun will rise momentarily.
I want to put the dog away. Yeah, it's probably too dangerous to have a buddy on this one, isn't it?
Sun will set shortly.
See you, D-Dog. Not bad advice for you.
Departing.
I'm no good at this mission. I'm no good at it. This is going to be a big fight no matter what happens.
Map has been updated.
I'm sure there are stealth legends who know what they're doing.
The enemy's
detected. The map has been updated.
Oh, so many tapes.
The Wolbachia have multiplied. We're preparing to extract them and begin vaccinating. But is this really the only way? Sure, it'll prevent infection, but the cost.
You would rather remove their vocal cords?
Sprint Master.
Tactical communication is the linchpin of what we do. What if
Didn't we just hear this?
ban the use of Kakongo?
We heard this.
Insufficient. First, there's no guarantee that only the Kikongo strain is here. Second, there is the matter of how the parasites lay their eggs before they can copulate.
He definitely. He does say copulate a lot.
Pronunciation of a specific language for a period of time, like a container filling with water. But the duration between when the container is full and when the copulation actually begins varies from case to case. In other words, even if the infected stop speaking as a countermeasure, it may already be too late. The only true solution is to prevent copulation through the Wolbachia, or by physically removing the affected tissue.
Do any anti-parasitics work?
Snake, talk to me! Snake!
That's not fair. Just putting a death plane there. Rip off. Cheats. Yes, just exactly. I thought at least it'll be a death, like they'll make you die from falling too far, which they can. You just crumple. But nah.
Please select emissions. Unit dispatched.
Be careful down there, boss.
All right, let's just run it through.
Soviet soldiers in that area are all dead. Apparently XOF unleashed the Russian parasite strain. To isolate the facility, they first spread reports of a chemical weapon leak. The infection won't spread into the surrounding regions. Still, I think they just exterminate the men who work for them all this time. Skullface must be making his final play.
Let's pinch this stuff. Yeah, so Skullface just murders his own men, like his own supporters. Like there's Russians everywhere that have been working for Skullface and Cypher this whole time.
Eli snuck into the cargo on board the chopper. His idea of an escape attempt? Who can say? We'll think of how to deal with him later. Snake, do you read me? I know more than anyone about OKB-0 and Sahelanthropus. Boss, I've made up my mind. I want to be of use to you, not him. Let me work to pay for what I've
Extraction
done.
arrived
I'll
at
prove
grid
it,
base.
that I've always been your ally.
Analysis
XOF has
complete.
occupied the facility.
Analysis complete.
Skullface must be close.
Analysis complete.
A guy named Skullface being evil? No, exactly.
Detected. The map has
How could that be
been
possible?
Boss, get down. The enemy sniper. Stay low and crawl along the ground.
There's honestly just
Easy to sneak past enemies.
no way to do this approach without just crawling the whole time. Unless you do want to go completely, you know. Ah! Oh my god, we have listened to this.
The Wolbachia
Wolbachia. No, what if we were...
Listen to this.
At best, it was that.
Yes, we've definitely listened to this.
Companions. More than you think. And this is why the human immune system cannot eliminate them.
Right, can we mark that one as red? Oh my god. Oh my god.
The Wolbachia have multiplied.
Maybe there's a bug, who knows?
We've inoculated the staff with Wolbachia to keep them from becoming symptomatic. That should also contain the infection. How did this happen in the first place? It has to have been a Cypher spy within our ranks.
So what time is it? 4 a.m. Or a parasite, exactly.
If their intent was to wipe you out. Skullface said the remaining English parasite was close to the boss. If this latest strain was his doing, he wouldn't have tipped his hand. It is possible someone brought eggs onto the base without knowing. Stuck to their shoes, clothing. Well, that makes the most sense to me. And where did the eggs come from? You mentioned that your boss visited Nzoya Badiopulu. Sure, but his gear's disinfected immediately upon return. Then he was not the carrier. And not just the boss. All staff dispatched to high-risk regions were quarantined on the flight back. When the symptoms first appeared, we checked and disinfected all equipment used up to that point. Any and all prisoners, soldiers, materials, and animals extracted during missions were also quarantined. So, that just leaves. I have seen children around here. Where are they?
Good work. 2 more gates to go. Still all quiet at the silo. No sign of Skullface or his Goliath.
This is working.
Surely they can't already have... No, never mind.
Did you burn them? They're just kids. We couldn't. And besides, not one of them's shown symptoms. The parasites don't infect prepubescent hosts. Their vocal cords are not fully developed. Well, if infection doesn't occur in children, it is possible they carried eggs on their clothes, and the infection spread from them. Check the kid's stuff. I doubt there is any trace left by now. But if there is, some of those kids must be close to hitting puberty. How could we have missed this?
How could you have missed this, Cars?
Walla Yamasa got quite a reaction from you. I'm guessing that...
How could you have missed this, Cars? Because there were small children and you did not know that there was such a thing as voice parasites. Okay, well, we got through the first gate pretty easy. That was just blind luck. One day we'll develop a sandstorm machine. We can just deploy it whenever, and it goes. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Oh my god! Talkie killy thingies, exactly. Oh my god! Why is it parked there? I should have brought a rocket. That's it. Not the voice actors, Nikamani, to producers.
Analysis complete.
Really walked right into that guy. So we've got a pretty high level sneaking suit. It actually makes this pretty hard for them to see. And as I jinxed myself by saying that. Changed it away from parasites. Good point. God damn it. I can't believe I spotted that guy and then the walker just fucking walks up. I honestly have the worst luck.
Make contact with Skullface.
Oh my god, what is this?
Northernmost point.
Oh, for God's sake. Visibility is only affected by day, night, and standing, crouching, prone. Are you sure? Because
Make contact with
I've had...
Head for the silo at the facility's northernmost. Good work. 2 more gates to go. Still quiet at the silo.
I've been doing side ops during the day in the sneaking suit, and the guys are going like...
Skullface must be close.
And they're doing it for a while. So I thought that was because my sneaking suit's pretty good.
Make contact with Skullface.
Ah, okay. Well
Head
then...
for the silo at the
Yeah, but
facility's
who
northernmost point.
cares about what the code says? I feel it. Yeah, I feel it. My feelings are what matter. Yeah, I should have brought a rocket launcher. I can't even get one dropped off, I don't think, because that would be disastrous.
Analysis complete.
I should probably try and interrogate someone, shouldn't I? That'd be a good idea. I do feel kind of blind without D-Dog or Quiet just marking people for me. Come on, come away. They visually tested and showed it too. I think it's 80 meters. Ah, okay. Heavy machine guns.
The map has been updated.
Just gonna chuck you in the long grass. No other way to stun you. You can just go. See if we get lucky. We never get lucky. Oh no, that was alright.
He's coming too. Roger that.
We got lucky. I was hoping for a bit more than just the usual dialogue you get from interrogating guards. Ah, okay. Yeah, well, this one we definitely have to do at night, I think.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
I don't care about the analysis. I honestly just want to have them as many marked as possible. While I get out of the light.
Keep in mind that time doesn't stop while you use the iDroid. You can even move around while using it, but pay attention to your surroundings.
Still looking for a YouTube video I saw almost 15 years ago where someone makes a Metal Slug announcer voice. Rocket launcher. Definitely sounds like launcher, doesn't it? Is he coming this way? He is. Okay. Sorry, we're gonna have to be patient. Gonna have to be patient.
The name Bwala Yamasa got quite a reaction from you. I'm guessing the Kakongo strain was released in that village.
Cypher used that region to experiment with vocal cord parasite transmission. The Kakongo strain. The settlements around the refinery upstream of Bwala Yamasa were the proving grounds. They would infect one villager and record transmission speed. Dangerous work. If they failed to contain the infection, it would slip into the surrounding regions.
At which point the world found out about the parasites, making them useless as a weapon. Incredible they'd risk such a thing.
The test site was densely populated too. A terrible place for such experiments. No doubt, they thought burning everything would wipe away all traces. The settlements were covered in oil anyway. Who would wonder if one day they caught fire? And so it did. They burned it all.
All right, you're through the second gate. Only one gate left. From here on in, you're in the enemy's headquarters.
Calculated.
Something's wrong.
Transmission speed
But it has to be here.
anticipated. It may have been the temperature, or hygiene standards, Or perhaps the parasites reacted quickly to Kikongo. Whatever the reason, nearly all villages were swiftly infected, and the settlements reduced to mounds of corpses. Making matters worse, the dry season was ending. When it came time to burn the village, the Moneni River had swelled. Many of the bodies were waterlogged.
Meaning they didn't burn completely.
The corpses still contained viable eggs, and the larvae washed downstream. And when the people downstream drank that water,
That marked the end for Bwala Yamasa.
I learned all of this at the mansion. I warned him of the risk of eggs getting out.
And
We are prepared for any eventuality.
I get it. Putting the oil field back online, the oil leaks saner. They plan to pollute the river, prevent the spread of infection.
but the oil flow was stopped, and downstream the people of Masa village started using the water again. The PF soldiers deployed at the village were locals, spoke Kikongo. They were infected, and the kids survived.
I've heard enough.
And who stopped the flow of oil?
Don't.
We did.
That confirms it. The source of the Kikongo strain infection was Masa village. And the children brought it here. It is no one's fault. There is no blame to be cast.
The parasites.
I don't know why they're still marked as unplayed. But anyway. Just gotta watch out for the fucking gunship. It's around all the time. Can't believe we're gotten this far without me causing a giant... Ah! I should shut up. Should never talk about it. Oh boy.
Analysis complete.
Oh, he's good too. Every time I just even start talking about stealth,
You gotta extract him.
something happens. Right. New challenge. No, don't mention stealth. There is a tape playing. We should get that tape. Because, yeah, we really don't come back here very often. I think there's a tape playing anyway. The music is so rare that when you do hear music, it's like, is that a tape? Is that a collectible? Checking the map. Gotta pick every door, pick every lock. I keep not using all the tools at my disposal. I should probably fix that, hey?
Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
He must have spotted it. Okay. Quickly reload and shoot. Oh, shit. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck this. Luckiest car in the world.
Enemy presence detected. The map
I said stealth too much earlier. You're right, Nicobani. You're absolutely right.
Boss, come in.
I'm not equipping the fucking chicken hat. Never equipping the chicken hat unless I want to show it off to folks.
Make contact with Skullface.
Fuck.
To the silo at the facility's northernmost point.
That last gate did not count. Oh my god, he can see us.
All right, you're through the second gate. Only one gate left. From here on in, you're in the enemy's headquarters. But it has to be here.
Oh, what? I'm good at this. Come on, Snake. Snake, focus. Well, I mean, we could just sprint for the cutscene trigger. You're right. I'm trying to do this, you know, well. I'm trying to get better at the game. Does that make sense? I'm never going to be a speedrunner or a expert like some of those folks who do amazing YouTube videos on MGS. But I'm like, people are going to watch me play. I might as well try and be decent. Sprintmaster 5000. Wish I could sprint like Snake can. Feel my age. There's fucking lights everywhere. He's shooting at the lights. Those lights don't matter either. Man, I thought that mattered. So it's all about position. The only light that affects your stealth is the sun and spotlights. The game is just like if the chat door dies down. We'll switch to voice chat on Discord, Nicobani. Most of the time I don't even look at the game someone is playing. Well, there you go.
XOF has occupied the facility.
Yeah, we know.
Skullface must be close.
Analysis complete.
Ooh, he's got a rocket launcher.
Analysis complete.
Rocket launcher. Stealth suit just reduces footstep sound, but not 100%. Oh, everything I thought I knew about this game is wrong. Oh, hi. That was a good shot. I thought it was a helicopter. Phew. Got away with that one.
Development complete.
God damn these. Hang on, just a sec, love. Up. Everything okay? Not a blue pin, no. Give me a sec. I'm just trying to get to a cutscene. No, you're fine.
Don't let Skullface get away. Stop him at the heliport. Boss, can you see the heliport? Skullface is right there. Make contact with him and make him talk. We have to stop him before his plan is set in motion. Sahelanthropus is somewhere inside there. First of all...
Alright, there we go.
You too have known loss. And that loss torments you still. You hope hatred might someday replace the pain. But it never goes away. It makes a man hideous, inside and out. Wouldn't you agree? We both are demons. Our humanity won't return. You, me, we've no place to run, nowhere to hide. And that is why I'll show you my demon. Follow me, big boss.
Just go along with him for now. We're ready to fight if it comes to that. That's our leverage against him, our deterrent. He doesn't want a war on his hands.
Oh, we are locked into walking, aren't we?
Whatever the Navajo told you is just one possible solution derived by Cypher. My will is different. I've known you since your time at Langley. I've long been the other side of your coin. 1964, Soviet territory. Fox's first mission.
I want to see his
Any
stats.
mess you made, I was there to clean up.
Oh, he's got no stats.
Completed your task.
Ooh,
And
where's your
then
stats?
The information you returned was far more than enough to fill our pockets. With it, our futures became, more or less, set in stone.
This is really awkward to control. Well, yeah, don't put the female playable characters from Assassin's Creed next to Quiet, at least.
Washington doesn't know how to spend money, he said. I'd like to redirect it. His goal was an organization dedicated solely, covertly, to supporting America. Cypher. You know the rest. To him, it was mourning the loss of his friend. Or rather, an act of revenge on the world. But America, most of all. Instead of simply assimilating, its citizens live alongside others. Their roots are very diverse. America's never been made up of just one. But he tried to forge a single consciousness for it and from it. The idea that every citizen would use free will to unite behind their country. Unilateralism like that can't be entrusted to any one individual. So the Major sought a system that used information, words, to control the subconscious.
Oh, these tapes are whacking. He does have the Zorro outfit.
Get in.
Right, we'll stop mucking around with tapes. Let's be serious. Skullface has way more to say. Oh, if only it gave me the Fulton prompt.
To unite America and the entire world. The Major thought this was his friend too. But I think he never understood what she wanted. Before he ever walked or cried, even before he was born, his mother tongue was English. He doesn't know the pain of losing his own language. Not yet. He cannot understand her will. I do. I was born in a small village. I was still a child when we were raided by soldiers. Foreign soldiers. Torn from my elders, I was made to speak their language. With each new post, my masters changed, along with the words they made me speak. Words are peculiar.
Words are like weapons. They wound sometimes.
My thoughts, personality, how I saw right and wrong. War changed me, and not only my visage. Words can kill. I was invaded by words, burrowing and breeding inside me. A philosopher once said, "It is no nation we inhabit, but a language." Make no mistake, our native tongue is our true fatherland. My fatherland. My truth was stolen from me. And so was my past. All that's left is the future. And mine is revenge. On those who leech off the words of their fellow man. This is what I learned from the Major. And then it hit me. It was he who should feel my wrath. He and the code he chose as basis for control. Language codes, information codes, beamed all around us, genetic codes spanning history. By controlling the codes, Cypher Zero intends to unify. Codes implanted into our heads, sucking our minds dry as it spreads from one host to the next. A parasite upon this earth, that is what Zero is. As one born into this world, he's afflicted. I hold him responsible for killing my freedom. Killing all traces of my past. Killing any promise of a future. We are all but dead men forced to walk upon this earth. A world reduced to zero. Cypher plans to use its codes to control the world. They think they can. And the mother tongue of all those codes is English. The word became flesh. The final parasite. It knows English. An English strain of the Vulcan parasite. I will exterminate the English language. With this, I'll rid the world of infestation. All men will breathe free again, reclaim their past, present, and future. This is no ethnic cleanser. It is a liberator. To free the world from zero. Let the world be. Sans lingua franca, the world will be torn asunder. And then it shall be free. People will suffer, of course.
Everybody be dead, of course.
The world will need a new common tongue, a language of newness. My metal gears shall be the thread by which all countries are bound together in equality. No words will be needed. Every man will be forced to recognize his neighbor. People will swallow their pain. They will link lost hands. The world will become one. This world is peace.
So we gotta fill in the dialogue for Kojima, for Kiefer. When he said, yeah, I probably should have spelled it with a U, shouldn't I, Steve Pike? Why are we still driving? You, nice boots. Yeah, but I don't know why they couldn't have just had a trigger where it fades out once his whole dialogue has played. This is just awkward. Yeah, come back to Mother Base. I've got like 1,000 of your men there. They want to say hi.
When the world witnesses Sahelanthropus, the hands of the doomsday clock will roll on, regardless of zero. Sahelanthropus will take the first giant step into a brave world. It is the bell with which a world trodden upon by words declares its independence.
Yeah, Skullface's plan is the kookiest yet, but Steerpike, you're right. We were on a helipad. We were there.
We are here.
But VR, it looks good. It looks good while it's being half-baked.
Remember the Alamo.
What? I'm from Alaska, asshole.
This is Queequeg on station to provide cover. Get us
we're not the only demons in this world. Like you, vengeance is all he has. It's man's thirst for revenge that drives the times. Just as you live because of me, he lives because of you. Show him!
Ah, it's our old buddy. And me without my water pistol.
Wait! Who is doing this? Such a lust for revenge? Who?
Ooh! Run away, Snake. That's a good idea. Like, it's obvious that it's Mantis, right? Right? Mantis just gets rid of the man on fire because he's doesn't need him anymore because now he's got Sahelanthropus. Oh no. Lost bond with D-Dog. E-rank. Oh, okay. Combat alerts. Hits taken. No bonuses. That was a... Oh, well, that's all. I've always got to get a bad rank for that mission. You can S rank OKB. You can S rank OKB 0. Couldn't tell you how. Oh, he's a troublemaker. You can? Of course you can, Via. The Brennan rifle.
Mission list updated.
Let's do a quick bit of menuing.
Please a
Have I got the
project.
Brennan rifle for her? Hang on, let's have a quick look.
Please
I think I've got
specify a project.
almost everything for quiet. Oh, you mean the sinful butterfly? We don't have that blueprint. There you go. So we have to find that blueprint. Where's that blueprint? That's the next question. I guess it's not as easy as they'll tell us where it is in a mission. Nope. Okay, that's something for another time. We're we got a to be continued, so we should do that first. Ah, it's in the mansion. Oh, Code Talker.
Please specify a
Where
project.
Code Talker is, yeah. All right, we'll keep that in mind. There is a site up for it. All right. Maybe that'll be one we do on stream. Ah, you're just doing free run. Okay. Well, we just got it to be continued, so we should probably do that first. What's the end? Welcome in.
Please select a landing zone.
Wait. Ah,
Mission not accepted. Please select a landing zone.
is that it there? Yeah, that's it.
Heading to Central Africa.
You can pierce helmets. What? All right, let's just do that quickly. Yeah, I've got way too many weapons. I just developed them off screen.
Deploying.
I just developed them off screen, so I'm sure there's a trophy for it. So it's probably just to get the trophy more than anything. I really don't take good advantage of the variety of weapons, but we'll get there. It does feel like there's a lot of overlap, I'll be honest. Hey, free roam means we can keep going with our tapes. Everybody loves tapes, right?
Marker placed.
Alright, cassette tapes. I skip weeks in between each visit without wanting to be rude or anything. Did you get a bit wider on my head? I'm getting grayer every day, wasn't it? Don't worry. No, my dad went pretty grey pretty early, so yes, I'm just getting grayer as we go.
Requires that they be tested under varied conditions. Another test site was in Afghanistan.
So it was the parasites there.
Both the Pashto and Tajik languages are spoken in the mountains of Afghanistan, and population density is low. Ideal testing grounds for how accurately the parasites target only the specified language. It is also relatively easy to prevent the spread of infection.
And the results?
The first test, I am told,
You're attacked on the sides. Oh, you got the salt and pepper around the ears. That looks good. That's a good look.
were infected with the Pashto strain.
Grey eyebrows.
They were all but wiped out.
The Hamid fighters, this must say Fort.
It was doubly successful. No Tajik Mujahideen or Soviet soldiers became symptomatic.
So the parasites proved to be effective. What about the second test?
Also supposedly a success. A Pashtun village was the target. However, the original aim was to obtain samples of the infected. In this, they failed.
And the village?
The Soviets enacted a standard scorched earth operation.
That must have been the village where Malak lived, before being held captive at La Mahate Palace.
Having had more time to think on it, the details shared with me may have been false. They are madmen who would do anything to cover up the truth.
They certainly seem to like tossing their problems in the fire.
As a boy, Skullface's life went up in flames. Perhaps that is what fuels his fixation with fire.
Your Wolbachia stopped the infection all right, but I still don't get it. How can a few bacteria change males to females? I know they're only bugs, but
it is not such.
Pimping everywhere now in my mid-30s. The hairs that are white on my eyebrows are still easily countable, but they're getting more. That is an odd place to start going white. But hey, it happens everywhere. Since you're from Germany, I have in mind many German friends who, due to blonde hair and somewhat few eyebrow hairs, who have no eyebrows in the end. There you go. Yes, my beard is still the darkest by a long way.
It's a rare thing in the natural world.
I'm getting whiter. I don't look like Code Talker just yet, though.
But why? They nest in the cell cytoplasm of the host, even in the egg cells, with the result that the offspring are born infected.
Mother-to-child transmission.
However, Wolbachia cannot nest.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Not have cytoplasm. So even a successful infection of a male ends after a single generation. This means the Wolbachia must resort to maximizing the population of infected females.
Sounds like an ethnic cleansing campaign on a tiny scale.
Gender change from male to female is their survival tactic.
So more females means more Wolbachia carriers, so it can keep thriving in the following generations.
But the parasites in a human host are supposed to be a male. If there's no male, there'll be no offspring at all. It's killing itself.
Slow down. This tactic is intended for environments where a single male can copulate with multiple females. Originally, the Wolbachia did not infect the vocal cord parasites. I created a mutated strain, modifying the Wolbachia so that it could infect monogamous pairs. The Wolbachia's greatest multiplying tactic.
Blijkbaar was het ook Big Boss vir die ontploffing by die Vina olifantbos. Hoekom sal hy 'n brandstoftank opblaas? Dis nie vir die aanligging nie. Hy haat die CIA. Hey.
Well, missed that conversation. Oh well. Pierce the tree. Pierce the tree. God. My granddad from mother's side still has a full head of hair at 87. Hope I got his hair genes. I got my dad's genes for sure. He had a full head of hair at 70. My granddad on my mum's side was monk diamond. And my brother's got that, but I do not. So hopefully the hair's going to hang around. But yes, he went grey very early. And what's in? Don't stress. You can't beat my 8-year-old. We were at the playground and she was standing up a bit higher than me, and she just went, "Dad, your hair's very white." It's like, thanks, love. I'm sure on my side that my eyebrows are so thick that even if I went all white, which did them pretty well still, but not able to have a full beard. That's interesting. It's always interesting what can grow and what can't, eh?
The male-to-female change worked against itself in the monogamous parasites, just as you said. Then I performed repeated selection of Wolbachia strains until I achieved 100% certainty of male to female conversion.
Creating female-female pairs, unable to reproduce.
And you say the
He's coming too. Roger that.
of the host, that is, us, cutting off our means to reproduce.
It is almost certain.
Yeah.
Of course, we will not turn female. After all, mammals possess no natural gender-changing function. But some Wolbachia strains can cause cytoplasmic incompatibility in the host.
Is that some cell deformity?
Put simply, it means the altered sperm of infected males kill the egg on contact.
And that's happened.
That's what we wanted.
Yes. And yet, what occurs in humans is not just simple CI. To date, there are no cases of Wolbachia affecting humans. The fact that this strain causes this effect, is it the vocal cord parasite's affinity with humans? I do not know enough to say for sure.
I love the heroism boost from beating up decoys. Really gets a pop from the boys back up on the base. He got another one. Yay! Pop him, boss. My brother, when someone is taking a flash photo from behind, the flash reflects on his upper back head and we see he's getting pretty thin. Yes,
So the
that's one way.
parasite warps the host. Reminds me of what Skullface said.
It is the way of all organisms to create their own optimal environment. Just look at you and this space. Organisms that cannot do this are doomed to extinction. The difference with parasites is that their environment is another organism. That creates a connection between life and life. Parasitism, symbiosis, or death. In this way,
As a decoy.
those two is
You gotta extract him.
About this OKB-0.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Features match the citadel in the mountains northeast of the Soviet base camp. Built during the time of Alexander the Great, it was left in ruins following one of Genghis Khan's campaigns. Its occupants changed time and again due to war, and it was expanded on more than one occasion. Ultimately, it fell into the hands of the Soviet philosophers. The Soviet army was using it as the headquarters of its Afghan invasion force. But it would seem that Skullface's connection with the philosophers gave him license to develop some
Oh, did they?
purpose there.
Awesome.
And that's what Emmerich was doing at the place, before he got the axe. But OKB is a designation the Soviets use for weapon design bureaus. There's no way they'd have one of those in Afghanistan. And in principle, the numbers that follow OKB are always integers above 1. There is no...
We call him Dean Coy. He's a real gas. No, I did not hear that there's more announcements on the future remakes. I'd love to hear it.
Perhaps the
Can't grow a full beard, but still have no head hair loss. My beard is pretty weird. The right side of my chin grows very fast. So sometimes you can't see it on camera, but my side bits thinner than here. This grows in nicely. The soul patch is all good. Mustache is fine. The mustache grows like a bloody weed. You can kind of see that it's thinner on the side. So it's all just weird. They go for a new Panzer Dragoon, a Killer Instinct, and a third title.
was a secret facility of the Soviet and Chinese philosophers dating back prior to World War II. Though it's more likely Skullface just picked a fake name that more or less fit the Soviets' pattern. He doesn't go there often, but he sure as hell won't miss this. They use the heliport on top of the tower for his visit. Start by heading for the heliport. Then wait for your chance to make contact with Skullface.
Well, that guy ran right past us.
Sahelanthropus' armor is made from depleted uranium. That offers some serious protection. The U.S. military is planning on using it for its main battle tanks, too. Maybe that's where Emmerich got the technology.
Uranium. They're using nuclear fuel for armor now.
No. What they use for nuclear fuel is uranium-235, which is extracted uranium. Depleted uranium is a byproduct of that process. Sort of like the leftovers, I guess.
Yeah.
Garbage. Uranium-235 makes up 0.72% of natural
Ooh.
uranium, whereas depleted uranium contains only
4 odd spots. Neon Genesis and Securitas and last I checked.
What are the benefits of using it for armor?
It's a pretty short list. Uranium's a heavy metal, like lead, meaning it can hold a greater amount of kinetic energy. But it also boasts a hardness closer to tungsten. That makes it an ideal material to use for, say, armor-piercing ammunition penetrators. But it's not the best choice for armor. Its volume is less than that of ceramics, but for an equal weight, you could end up with less protection.
So why use it then?
According to Emmerich, it came down to him being unable to source ceramics technology from a manufacturer. Plus, given that it's an upright walking vehicle, he wanted to reduce the bulk of certain areas.
Secure Wars, yeah.
Despite all that, depleted uranium still makes for some tough armor. And Emmerich says it's been proven in live fire tests. It stops most Soviet tank shells.
Yay, coffee. Yeah, where's your scarf, guys? Oh, that sucks. Haven't found the blueprint yet. They're the same one as me, but with weaker zones on the side and not as good as the mustache connection. There you go. There are so many dudes in this base. Mansion. Whatever you want to call it. I don't mind coffee, but I'm a basic sucker who just has instant coffee. That's enough for me. As long as it's got caffeine in it, I'm happy. This mustache on fire. Never played Sakura Wars. It's a license I'm very interested in. I've watched Let's Plays, but I haven't played it myself. Looks cool. Is that it? Yes, it's the poster. I mean, no, wait, that's it. There you go. Somebody's walking around, though. They're not in here. It's like... Time to go. It's like a harem anime with a tactical RPG put over the top. It's an interesting setup. Yeah, columns. I haven't played enough columns to have a strong feeling on it. Time to go and have a shower. Oh. Right, now that we've taken that little detour, we can get back on the main ops. Ah, yes, Game Gears and Game Boys. Good for playing games at night when you're meant to be going to sleep. Give me a checkpoint, please. Look at that view. It's like a matte painting. Oh, okay. Hey, if you're no good at it, that's fine.
Development complete. Development complete.
So the cable of my Mega Drive was the same as the power cable for Game Gear, and I'd sneak it and hide it from my parents. Ah. Awesome. All I ever heard about was, you know, how bad the battery use was on the Game Gear. But when we used to drive to Queensland, which is a 2.5, 3 day drive, leaving at 4 a.m., like Dad would wake us up before the sun came up, lay the seats down in the van and say, like, you kids lay down in the back seat, we're driving. And we'd drive for like at least 12 hours each day. To get there in 2.5 days, it's like all I wanted was to have a Game Gear so I could just play Game Gear. And I probably would have gone through 3 packets of batteries a day in the car. But hey, I still wanted it. Okay, so now we've got the Brennan blueprint. Thank you, VR, for pointing that out, because honestly might not have wandered back there. Buddy equipment. Let's make super lethal quiet.
Please specify a project.
There it is, Sinful Butterfly. Only takes 36 minutes if you don't mind.
Please specify a project.
Metric's not for you, it's just for us. So we can make the Brennan for ourselves, yeah? I thought I already... Oh, that's it. So we needed the blueprint to improve it, because I knew we already had a Brennan. Alright, let's have a look. Just do some menuing. Ooh, documentation over 50%. 40% of the tapes. We're going to get more tapes played today, don't worry.
Clouds approaching.
I don't know it off the top of my head what's in, but I know metric, and I know it makes a lot more sense than imperial.
Please select a mission.
Sahelanthropus is on the move. The instruments on the support chopper are all malfunctioning. And Eli's acting strangely for some reason. Something's not right. Boss, for now, just get away from that thing. Hurry!
Yeah, nothing is compatible, exactly. Okay, we're fighting Sahelanthropus. Let's take guns. I'm assuming we're fighting it anyway. Let's mark all these as red. Full launch is not going to help us. We don't have the honeybee because I haven't taken it yet. Oh, yeah, Imperial makes no sense. It's dumb. Only olds who don't want to let go like Imperial. It's always been that way. Who cares? People are making fun of you. I get 5 hogs heads to the bird. Should we just go horrendously explosive? Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Not that suit. That one. Doesn't that restrict my ranking? I think it does.
Deploying.
We have nothing that isn't explosive. No bullets. It's all explosives. We don't need nothing else. Yeah, exactly. Imperial is just random shit picked up from different countries, I guess. It's colonialism, the measurement.
Got a spike on the RWR. Strange PRF.
What's wrong?
Control lost. Can't maintain RPM. We're settling.
Recovered control. Ascending. Hey, Snake. There's something wrong with Eli.
Oh, we had to see it again.
Wait!
How come we couldn't run the band on fire over the car?
Such a lust for revenge? Oh! Fall back! Fall back!
God damn, they get pancaked. Giggling hoo, 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 hoo. Time to go. Transform.
PRF anomaly. Quick is outbound. Reporting the AO for now.
All units, move in!
Oh, hello, Ivy. It's got a sword. Also, it can jump.
Cypher will rewrite the records, and I will vanish from human memory. But the thirst for revenge that I have planted will infest the system. No one can stop it now. Sahelanthropus will unleash that thirst unto the future. Major, I'm burning up!
Boss, get out of there! Out about Sahelanthropus, Skullface will have won. His plans will become reality. He won't even need to use nukes. That thing's mere existence would be enough to enslave humanity to the fear of nuclear Armageddon. It would tear the world apart. Stop it, boss. Destroy Sahelanthropus. Stop Sahelanthropus.
It's got a health bar.
I'll rally diamond dogs and provide backup.
Shooting the radome always seems like a good idea, right? Oh god. Ah!
Hide behind something tall. Don't forget, he's looking down on you from above.
Not the time. Oh, that was a big miss.
Please select a drop point. Supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
Well, hello, there's a tank there too. Oh, you can't stand exactly there. You can't. I don't know what its weak point is. Oh shit. Didn't work as well on Sahelanthropus as it did on the... Yeah, that's not working anyway. I can't see, everything's gone red.
Sahelanthropus's grenades contain corrosive archaea. If that stuff hits vehicles or walker gears, it'll immobilize them.
God, look at it. Hell. I've no idea where he is. Like, at all. He can see me, apparently. Oh, there he is. Hey, that's costing me money. Gonna shoot him in the dick. Like, right in the dick. Ah.
You never cease to amaze, boss.
No way, I'm gonna help you shoot it. Oh, okay, maybe not. Oh shit, it's pissing fire. Learn your phrases, Pequod.
Coming after ours. Take it out. Use this.
Supply drop complete.
It's antibiotics.
Shot down the chopper. Already backup chopper. Calling from your iDroid.
Yeah, I'm not calling the chopper. We're on a business here, cars. Get to the chopper. Oh, it's using the railgun. Oh, that's a bad shot. Oh, fuck. Am I dead?
It's a serious injury. It won't heal on its own. We'll need to treat it with first aid.
Oh, fuck. I have no idea where that goes. Does that make sense? I guess it zigzags? I have no idea. Stop praising me. Oh no, come on, give me shoot mantis. Shoot, 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 shoot. Can't believe we just shot a child with a rocket twice in a row. We're the heroes, right? We're the good guys. Oh shit! Oh bullshit! That's horseshit. That's crap. That's bullshit. Yes, that's crap. Oh fuck off!
Boss, stop Sahelanthropus. Destroy that thing.
That's crap. Yeah, exactly. That kills me. That kills me. Yeah, I'm restarting just so there's not a restarting it, so it's not a checkpoint on my ranking. Yeah, exactly. That's so bad. And just because I was running for the...
Stop Sahelanthropus. Destroy that thing. I'll rally Diamond Dogs and provide backup.
Yeah, so what happened there was I was damaged. And because I was running for the supply drop.
Supply drop complete.
Don't do auto supply drops. I'll do my own supply drops.
Helicopter requested.
It's just whether the screen's red or not. And the worse red it is, the closer you are to death. Time to go. But yeah, and you recover just by stopping. But because I was running, I wasn't recovering. So I had some damage already. Let's do it. My metallic Archaea thing. Oh yeah, that shit all explodes too. Of course it does. Nope. Oh my god. Hey, peek one. He's my buddy.
It's coming after ours. Take it out. This is Pequod. Taking too many hits.
Go, Pequod, go. It is way too expensive to replace you. Yeah, exactly, Watson, exactly.
You can do it, boss. You never cease to amaze, boss.
Here we go. Get back. Nearly there. I love the praise we're getting. Whew, look at me. I'm in heaven. I must have died. That's a good comparison, actually.
Snake! Let's see Skullface.
He seemed like a friendly guy. Let's go visit him. Why not?
There were 3. Where's the other?
Very close to you.
Finish me. Kill me.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
Do it yourself.
Robocopped him. How can he do it himself? He's got no limbs left. Oh wait, there's one.
Mission complete, boss.
Game over.
Kill me!
Yeah, he ain't coming back.
I did it! Revenge!
Huey, you moron. And that's rank for our troubles. There you go. It is, exactly. That's exactly who he is. He's Otacon's dad.
Anyone can give up his fight by laying down arms. But the feeling of holding a gun, that we'll never forget. Like our lost limbs, the sensation lingers.
Here she comes! Here she comes!
Rifles in missing hands. We stand tall on missing legs. We stride forward on the bones of our fallen. Then, and only then, are we alive. His pain is ours, and no one else's. The secret weapon we wield, out of sight. We will be stronger than ever. For our peace. Sahelanthropus will unleash that thirst unto the future.
Those were his last words.
Guys.
Pretentious to the end. Still, doesn't feel like this is over. And I'll never be whole again.
There are an estimated 7,100 languages spoken in the world, but only 6 are designated as official languages of the United Nations. One of these things... Too slow. This is not the end.
Reaching out, grasping for a fleeting memory. All the thoughts keep piercing this broken mind. I fall, but I'm still standing, motionless.
They had actual enzyme testing labs. Did they create this on? Did they create real parasites just for accuracy? Who wants to bet that website doesn't work? It redirects. There you go. Like them all the 90s ones just feel the safe side. See, we got more tapes. There's more game. We got more emblems. Raven sword. Diamond. Oh, sorry. Oh, excuse me. Nuclear weapons can now be developed or disposed of. These are volunteers. They're good volunteers.
I won't scatter your sorrow to the heartless sea. I won't see you like as ashes. You're all diamonds.
This man acted as accomplice to the attack on Mother Base.
Why are you here? Revenge against the boss.
I'm not like you!
I think it is time you knew.
I'll go alone.
Boss, what are you?
We can't afford to lose anyone else.
What if she's a spy?
What if I'm a spy? Or you?
Kill him. What should we do, boss? Just give the order.
You were right. He is not one of us.
Boss.
Snake?
Yes, that was just chapter 1 of a 50-part saga. No, I'm joking. Spoiler alert, there are only 2 chapters.
Attention! Diamond Dogs! Even with Skullface dead, our brothers are unavenged. And the phantom pain he brought us lives on. Cypher is still out there. We know they planted spies, parasites among us. Watch the man to your left, to your right. Assume nothing. Report everything. It's the only way to protect ourselves. From here on out, enemies. The deadliest enemies right here in our midst. And they will get no mercy.
Yeah, part might have been more accurate. Oh my God, we're back on Mother Base. Would you believe it?
Even with Skullface dead, our pain is still right with us. We need more strength. We need more men. Diamond Dogs needs to be bigger. Missions have come in too. We still have a long road ahead of us.
Ah, shit, it's raining. Why can't we take the big bosses watching you posters? That would be a good addition. Yeah, nuclear development. Hooray!
Please select a mission.
Oh, there you go. So we destroyed Sahelanthropus' head, and we successfully hit the floating boy with an attack.
Caution, rain approaching.
And then we're getting into the fun of repeat missions. Apparently the game called Werewolf of Mars, yes, in other regions of the world, was based on an experiment showing that in the shipping community, a minority that can act in secret will be able to win the game almost every time. Yeah, I've played Mafia. Mafia's good fun.
Sun will set shortly.
How's our development stuff going?
Please specify a project.
Is that everything for Quiet? I think we've developed everything for Quiet.
Please specify a project.
Welcome back, boss. Peace Walker inside. Boss built a merc outfit that fought alongside the Sandinistas. An army without a country. 5 mercs, 4 groups. Some of them government raids. Deciphered with their military muscle. Boss said, Caribbean base in that city.
All right. Big Boss is watching you with his one eye. Why is there a yellow combat deployment? What's going on?
Please select a mission.
Ah, this is one of those. Okay, sure.
Unit dispatched.
Boss, thank you for putting an end to the infection.
Yeah, no dramas. Oh my God, there's so much to talk about.
Emmerich didn't go with depleted uranium for Sahelanthropus' armor because of its strength. He had
Roger.
Exactly. It's meant to use its body as the fuel component for a nuclear weapon. Sahelanthropus uses built-in uranium enrichment archaea to melt its own body and extract uranium-235 from the depleted uranium in its armor. Those archaea perform the enrichment in an extremely short time. The concentration jumps by a factor of several hundred, from 0.2% to over 90%. The end result being highly enriched weapons-grade uranium.
What?
Sahelanthropus' body itself becomes a nuclear bomb.
No.
Emmerich says if it were to self-destruct, the nuclear yield would be somewhere in the region of 15 kilotons. Since you need about 50 kilograms of highly enriched uranium to trigger a nuclear reaction, that would mean Sahelanthropus contains something like 23 tons of depleted uranium.
That's not very much.
No, it isn't. That's about what you'd expect to find in a main battle tank's armor. The point is, it can be transported anywhere, even use its conventional weaponry on the battlefield, and the international community will never suspect a thing.
They'll never suspect a thing from the giant walking robot. Thanks, Wassian. Thanks for the Doing some work, Lurk. Much appreciated. Yes. But we do know...
Mission list updated.
You can now give the order to develop or dispose of nuclear weapons from your iDroid. With a nuclear deterrent, even if you're discovered while infiltrating a rival PF's FOB, most PFs won't dare retaliate. But you, of all people, know how dangerous it can be to have nuclear weapons. So will you add nukes to our arsenal as a deterrent? Or will you take them away from other PFs and dispose of them to help build a world that's free of nuclear weapons? I'll leave that decision up to you.
Where is the nukes bit?
Commencing platform construction.
It's not in customize. Don't know where it is. Should we do one more main op?
Please select a mission.
The agent that the CIA had working for them inside OKB-0 has gone missing. We've been given the job of finding and extracting him. The target learned of XOF's plans to use vocal cord parasites and had hidden himself with the CIA's Mujahideen allies. But following Skullface's death, the Soviets retook OKB-0 and all contact with the target was lost. He may have tried to go back to OKB-0, but even Langley isn't sure what's going on. After all, they've never even learned of Skullface's plan. That's probably what they want to get out of the man once he's extracted. But we can't allow Langley to learn of the existence of the vocal cord parasites. That's why I want you to bring the target out, boss. Once we have him, we can report him dead and keep him on base. All contact with Langley is being conducted through a cutout. Our reputation should remain intact. As for the reward, it's already in the hands of the cutout. All you have to do is get the job done. Just like always.
Mission accepted. Heading to Afghanistan.
Yeah, maybe we can calm down now. We've got so many guns. Let's stick to suppressed at least, though. Could use this cannon. Look at it. Look at all that shit on it. That's good. Oh, I didn't change my suit. Yeah, the battle dress is probably a bit overkill for this. Something nobody's ever accused me of. Sorry, I know we have to watch more loading screens, but I can't sneak around in battle dress. It's not going to happen.
Please select a mission. Mission accepted.
Hopefully it should load pretty quick. Shine bright like a diamond. Heard that on the weekend.
Find and extract parasites incident. The man headed back to OKB-0 after the Soviets recaptured it. Check the target's VI on your iDroid.
I would, but you won't let me yet. I'm not in control.
The target this time is a Soviet soldier who was passing information about his country's activities to Langley. He's the kind of scum I'd like to keep off Mother Base. He knows about the parasites. We need to extract him to make sure neither the U.S. or the Soviets learn of their existence.
I'm sure there'll be stuff to do if we go to the other one first, so it always seems to be the case.
I just received word from the R&D team and the transport team out of Afghanistan. They finished installing Sahelanthropus on the base. It's ours now.
All right. Don't let any of the staff touch that thing. Especially Henrik.
Of course. That guy's crush on Sahelanthropus is beyond a joke. Guess he really wants to see his tech stand on its own two legs this time.
That's not gonna happen.
I know it. So you've got no plans to make it operational again?
Damn right.
Boss, I want to hear it straight from you.
Hear what?
What the hell do you want with that thing? The drive is busted. It's not like it has a nuke on board. Even if the metallic archaea could turn it into a nuclear weapon, all it can do is self-destruct. Sahelanthropus just isn't a weapon anymore. It'll draw unwanted attention without even being a deterrent.
I know.
The weapons development strut sank 2 feet under that thing's weight. That's 1 year's drop in a single night. We've started on reinforcing the strut, but there's no guarantee it'll hold up if a storm hits.
I know that too.
Boss, why keep it?
It's a mark. Us Diamond Dogs, we don't have a country to call home. That means we have no past, nothing to prove that we lived. Every one of us threw it all away when we came here. Sahelanthropus is a symbol to show that the likes of us brought at least one crisis to its end.
A mark in history. So we can't just fade away.
It's of no practical use to us, but we still need it.
A symbol of what we've done. I'm glad I sounded you out on this. Snake, on behalf of all of us, I want to thank you.
I don't need gratitude. I need security. Keep Emmerich away from that thing.
Roger that.
It really did feel like it was Emmerich's idea to get it. So he's like, here it comes. They're wearing helmets. They're all wearing helmets. Let's just chat to these guys, because there was a long list of objectives there, and that usually means there's stuff to find.
Go, Tucker. What are the metallic archaea? Volcanic craters spewing sulfur. Water hot enough to boil your skin off. Ocean depths of 800 plus atmospheres.
Analysis complete.
Wastelands radioactive enough to kill you where you stand. There are groups of organisms that survive this fight. No, because of living in such environments. I've heard about them.
Analysis
Extremo
complete.
something. Extremophiles.
Complete.
By selecting certain species, then subculturing and repeatedly modifying them, I created a metallic offspring of pure archaea. They subsist on metals rather than organic matter.
And some of them even consume uranium?
Yes. Uranium enrichment archaea metabolize only uranium-235. As a result, they produce weapons-grade enriched uranium. Impossible. Consider how plants fractionate carbon isotopes when they conduct photosynthesis.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Beyond our
imagination.
So it was Archaea that brought down your chopper?
Corrosive Archaea, yes. They oxidize metals, feeding off the energy in the electrons they receive. What became of the wreckage?
We had the R&D team retrieve samples for study, and... Right, plastic containers, of course.
Prudent. We shall extract Archaea from it in good time. They should help you fight back against Black Amana.
Any chance we could start now? It doesn't have to be a lot. I might just have another use for them.
If it's only a small amount you need.
That's fine. I'll get the R&D team to assist. Let's go.
South Africa was previously suspected of developing nuclear weapons. It already had a conspicuous presence in the UN because of apartheid and its armed expansion.
Too many dudes.
Snake, are you okay?
Where was Quiet? I know I keep saying it, but she's just not there. You have to be in the shit and then Quiet turns up. Also, how do they have helmets and stuff? I thought we destroyed them all. They keep coming back.
Find and extract the missing CIA agent. The target was laying low with the friendly Mujahideen during the vocal cord parasites incident. The man had
Oh, Quiet, exactly.
zero after the Soviets recaptured it. Check the target's VI on your iDroid.
So I know now we know there's a prisoner in there. So let's go get the prisoner, hopefully with Quiet's cover.
Please select a mission.
There they are, those bloody helmets.
Unit dispatched. Unit dispatched.
Be careful down there, boss.
Did we lose our cassette tape progress?
Emmerich uses externally powered legs of his own design. It's bionics technology, a product of the U.S. military's failed attempt to develop a powered exoskeleton. All the wearer has to do is apply a little force, and the actuators continue the movement in that direction. But his legs are unique. Instead of using a hydraulic mechanism, the actuators run off metallic archaea. That increases the actuator's reaction speed and also enables him to lock and release the joints at will. The legs are a nifty little gadget, but they have two clear weaknesses. First, they're dependent on external power, maybe because he built them knowing he couldn't leave his lab. There's no internal battery. That's why they won't work if they aren't plugged in. Second, and this is more than just a weakness, the legs are directly connected to his bones. Could be to minimize signal loss and the orders output to the legs and the drive response from them. Either way, Emmerich has used bolts to attach load-bearing parts directly to his femurs, probably by mimicking surgical treatment for compound fractures and the like. But the end result is those legs and his body are fused together, and that appears to be how he's able to move them so precisely. But that also means that any shock to the legs would be delivered right to his bones by way of those bolts. The same is true if he encounters the corrosive metallic archaea. If the corrosive archaea ate into the exposed bolts, they'd reach the endoskeleton parts and eat through them too in the blink of an eye. The doctor's bones are full of holes to accommodate all the bolts. They're like sponges. If he were to lose the reinforcing parts, even the tiniest bit of force or weight would snap his bones. So when I dangled those corrosive metallic archaea in front of him, he realized straight away what would happen. Life wouldn't be worth living if he lost those legs of his. I'd bet that is what the doctor fears the most. I just helped him imagine what it would be like. Thanks to that, I got the information we needed without either of us getting hurt. You know how he is. He's probably already over the shock. The better you know your adversary, the easier it is for you to get information from them. And vice versa.
Still pretty brutal there, Ocelot. Whoops. Oh, come on. God damn it. Because it searches online, that thing loads way too slow. There we go, got a new goat. For our ever-growing farm.
You said that the nuke Skullface was trying to spread around the world were equipped with a failsafe. Something that could shut them down at will. His will.
Quite so. After all, he needed a guarantee that a fire wouldn't simply turn the weapons back on him.
So how can they be stopped?
The criticality trigger, that is, the detonator, is a complete black box design. Any attempt to dismantle it causes it to melt in seconds, using the corroding archaea. The design ensures that no detonation is possible unless he disengages the lock.
So he had a way to disengage it remotely.
Precisely. The client simply presses a button. At that moment, the detonator begins transmission with a surveillance satellite. The satellite reports to him how the client is trying to use the nuke. If he does not object, the lock is disengaged.
But if it's a risk to him in any way,
the detonator melts down. The same is true if detonation does not occur within a preset time after the lock is disengaged. The nuke is rendered useless.
Who the hell would buy something with strings attached like that?
The client would never know until the moment they actually try to use it. Most likely, he will
A prisoner. You gonna help him?
as the detonator's needing time to activate. And he only intended to sell to technologically primitive groups in the first place.
let me guess. He'd claim it was defective and offer a replacement. Shadier than a used car salesman.
Skullface shakes your hand like a friend, using the other to control you like a puppet. This is how he works.
Pretty clever, really.
Code Talker. Haven't seen you eat a single thing since you got here. Let me guess. Photosynthesis?
Oh? What makes you say that?
Well, a long time ago, I knew someone with a similar ability.
Well, you are correct. Most of my body is covered with parasites. I supply them with water in return. Sugars they produce when exposed to light. It isn't just my skin either. The parasites also act as my eyes. They have replaced many of my internal organs as well. It is thanks to them that I live on after over a century.
How did you obtain them anyway? Through your research?
I would like to say as much, but there is more to it than that.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
I had hit a dead end with my parasite research.
Okay, subject is in.
My foundation. They said they had a sample of an unusual strain of parasite.
Which foundation?
Apparently, they had links to Alpha. But that is all I learned. I was somewhat ignorant of the ways of the world. Just being able to study it was enough for me.
Yeah, I've heard that before. Go on.
Half in doubt, I visited them to discover the body of an old man. Well, to be precise, his partial remains. A collection of parts, you could say. The man had died in an explosion.
An old man, you say?
His flesh had not decomposed. In fact, the tissue's cells were still metabolizing. The parasite had infected, or should I say assimilated with, the tissues and was keeping them alive. I became obsessed with studying the body parts, foregoing food and even sleep. Every day was filled with new discoveries. The parasite's biology, internal anatomy, life cycle. But there was only so much I could learn through observation. And so I made a decision. To truly know the parasites, I had to live with them.
So, you implanted them inside you from the dead man's flesh?
Correct. It was quite a gamble, whether or not they would adapt to me. But fortunately, it appears I was compatible with them. Or perhaps, through my many years of research, my immune system learned to tolerate them.
Were they that body's only parasite?
Yes. However,
He's coming too. Roger that.
separate specimen that supplied its host with adrenaline in response to pain, and yet another that could control insects at will through secreting heterogeneous pheromones. I wanted exposure to them, to take them into me.
That's the target. Looks like we found him.
Their records, though, provided clues that helped advance my research. Would you care to join me? A life spent never worrying about food is a most wonderful one.
I think I'll pass. But thanks. This has been helpful.
No way. Food's too awesome. Code Talker, you're crazy.
The map has been updated.
Never give up food. Food's too much fun. Never have burgers again? Never have lasagna? No way. Never have pizza? There you are, Quiet. Thank you for joining us. Yummy parasite. Oh shit. Come on.
That takes care of the squad searching for the target. Now you just need to extract him.
Skullface has finally burned out. The world is rid of his existence at last.
Was he still alive?
You could say that. But you could also say he'd been dead for decades.
What's that supposed to mean?
Biologically speaking, it's hard to say how much was his life.
Side effects from the treatment.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Keeping a dying host alive as long as possible. That is the whole point. But in the end, he grew too dependent on his children.
He's coming too. Roger that.
The other way to keep on living. He first underwent parasite therapy before the Soviet Union became his home. His body was horribly burned. Fire washed across his face.
There's a lot of background on Skullface there. We'll get to it.
Help me!
Police support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
Quiet, you weren't much help again. She really is useless sometimes. And I wonder if it's a positioning thing, if it's just the way the map's laid out for a mission. Doesn't quite work for me for quiet. So there's nowhere to go.
This is C-Squad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is C-Squad. On station at LZ.
Target extracted. Exfiltrate the hot zone, boss.
Gaining altitude.
Probably won't be a very high ranking.
Departing.
Extraction arrived at Multibase.
Yes, mission complete. Boss, that was exceptional.
Oh, A rank, sure. The XOF agent. Who is the XOF agent? We missed that. The credits telling you that you missed something in every mission is good fun. Oh wait, what's the opposite of that?
Boss, the target filled us in on what's been going on. He betrayed the Soviets, passing information to Langley, but got scared after learning XOF used the vocal cord parasites. Then came feelings of guilt that his leak sent comrades to their deaths, and fear that America might deploy such a weapon itself. But in reality, XOF and Langley don't have a collaborative relationship, and Skullface was not working for America. Still, I can't blame the man for being afraid. After laying low with the Mujahideen, he tried to cut his ties with the US and return to the Soviet military. But along the way, someone came after him, and he was forced back into hiding. Could have been remnants of XOF looking to silence him. And you know the rest. He doesn't seem to know much about the parasites, but nevertheless, it'd be too dangerous to hand him over to Langley or the Soviets. We'll keep him here as originally planned.
God. More tapes.
Boss, come on back to base.
Say no more. We're coming back.
Clouds approaching.
Boss, there's been an accident in the boys' quarters. A pile of steel pipes gave way and crushed one of the kids. The boy named Ralph. They tell me he died instantly. I'm sorry, boss. It's my fault. I should have been keeping an eye on them. I'll let
You can't
know
see.
if we learned something.
What are we meant to... Eli disappeared. Oh, I hope there's not a way to have followed him. No idea where he went. That kid's trouble, I tell you.
Please select a mission.
Ah, okay. Oh my god. So much to do. 2 prisoners. Ah, we got 1. Bullshit. Okay. So. We now have these extra missions.
Please select landing zone.
Roger.
And we kind of have to work our way up to
Arriving shortly at LZ.
mission 50.
This is Pequod. On station at LZ.
And we get there by doing these repeat ops that are harder. Like it says in the... Hang on. Can't show you yet. Like it says subsistence. So for example with that means that's all on-site procurement. Can't take anything with you. That sort of thing. But they are the same missions again. Just with different parameters to make them more difficult. I can't remember how I handled that last time because I don't think I did them all. But I've got old man brain.
Please select a mission.
So extreme, high difficulty level, chicken hat and reflex mode unavailable. The ultimate and solo infiltration, all weapons and items on-site procurement. No buddies, no support helicopters, nothing. Ooh, got some animal ones.
Please select a landing zone. Heading to Central Africa.
Let's get a mother base dude. Let's take D-Dog with us since we've heard his feelings.
Deploying.
Poor old D-Dog. I don't think I think there's a trophy for having max bond with all your buddies at once, but I think I probably got that back in the day anyway. So there's not much point stressing about getting maximum bond. We'll smash through a few side ops, listen to a few tapes, and then we'll call it a night. If I'd known that there was going to be a full credits roll after Sahelanthropus, I would have done some more side ops in between, so we could end the stream with, you know, exactly, end the stream with, you know, all those lovely things.
Yellow cake that Cypher was having the PF's transport. Before we met you, the boss recovered it from a truck crossing the savannah. Are there metallic archaeas inside it?
Yes, the Archaea metabolize uranium-235 to subsist. It must be stored inside yellow cake, or they cannot survive.
So those biological traces we took for impurities were actually the real cargo.
Of course, they are deactivated, so they do not trigger a sudden enrichment. They are like baker's yeast. Yet, they do gradually enrich the uranium as they feed. I imagine you detected weapons-grade traces.
Yeah, we did.
And the malachite that was loaded on the truck had traces of uranium in it too. So that's the flower, huh? Skullface was gonna sell do-it-yourself new kits.
That was a flower, huh?
Uranium-enriching archaea complete with the user's manual. And the ores with the uranium could be sourced by the client or provided by Cypher.
Even the trace amounts buried in common ores can be enriched to weapons-grade uranium by the metallic archaea. Proving that must have been the most important factor of the trials. That and the ability to successfully prevent detonation.
So if the amounts of uranium in the ores are low enough, they can get past any inspection.
He's coming too. Roger that.
A tiny amount of the archaea to act as the yeast. No great challenge to smuggle that either.
It's making me hungry for bread.
Towards saturating the world with nukes.
His plan. That was not my intention. My own
Would you say it'd be complete global saturation?
What made you think a tool for creating undetectable nuclear weapons would save your people?
After 70 years, the Dine reclaimed the Navajo nation from which we were banished. We bore all the hardships of poverty, but we were proud to live off the land we called our own. But in the moment the atomic bomb was dropped on Hiroshima, everything changed.
I don't get it.
The nuclear arms race between the US and the Soviet Union began with the end of the Second World War. Suddenly, there was a massive demand for uranium. And it was our ill fortune that the ground beneath the Navajo Nation was rich with uranium ore. The Black Ana government set up mine after mine, and many of the Dine worked them, never informed of any danger. Every day, they went to work with no protection. The slag was simply piled out in the open. When rain fell, uranium traces left behind would seep out, and when the ground dried, it was blown about as dust.
You gotta extract him.
Were contaminated, irradiated. Many of us became sick and died. That pain lives on to this day.
I have no idea.
Wanting more than anything to revive the land my forebears left to me, I was delighted upon discovering microbes that eat uranium. If they could be domesticated. I believed we could rid our land of uranium.
Were you successful?
No. The research called for funding on a colossal scale. But nobody was willing to invest with no prospect of a return.
And that's when Skullface showed up.
Correct. I can save you and your people. We share the same will. That is what he said to me. And I believed him. Black Ana forced me to abandon my uranium cleanup work.
That's the target.
Focus on nuclear.
I remember him. He was off base during the attack 9 years ago. Bring him home, boss.
Today, the uranium mines within the reservation are finally closing down. It is simply less expensive now to source uranium overseas.
New victims, different places.
But uranium is a tactical resource. To rely on a foreign country for it is a difficult decision to make. And he was in the perfect place to influence that decision.
He could have condemned your people to the mines forever.
The contamination comes not only from uranium. The fallout from the...
He's coming too. Roger that.
Decoy mastered the art of CQC indeed. Oh. Battle gear is being completed. Can be used on dispatch missions. There you go.
Emmerich's finished development on that battle gear of his. Get back to Mother Base.
We're on another cutscene, boss. More cutscene. Get back to Mother Base. For a cutscene.
Force approaching.
That's a sign.
The battle gear is an armored weapon developed to take on hostile bipedal weapon systems. But unlike the Soviet-funded Walker gear, the battle gear still hasn't been properly field tested. I'd like to assign a combat unit to take it on dispatch missions so that we can evaluate its capabilities and reliability. Assuming you've got no objections, give the order to dispatch the unit from your iDroid.
Sure, why not? Might be a good time to call it a night with yet another cutscene.
Boss, we need evidence to prove our suspicions about Emmerich. Head to the central base camp in Afghanistan and recover that AI pod. It's time we purge Diamond Dogs of that traitorous parasite once and for all.
Something like that.
Please select.
Oh, we've got none available. So no, we can't do that just yet.
Please specify a project.
That's back in Afghanistan, eh? Okay, that sounds like a good thing for next time.
Please landing zone.
Roger.
Tell you what. Welcome home. A lot just happened. We had a lot happen.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Battle gear. Sahelanthropus. Eli.
This is B-Quad. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Psycho Mantis. We shot Psycho Mantis with a grenade and a rocket launcher. Skull faces down. We ended Chapter 1.
Support helicopter has arrived.
Chapter 1 that contains 30 odd missions. I hate the layout of this strut.
Support helicopter has arrived.
It's so dumb that there's only one way to get to the roof. Taking down that guy. Oh, for Christ's sake. And I always do it wrong. That's the main thing.
Support helicopter has arrived.
There you go, you got to hear plenty of Snake Eater. So while that climbs into the sky, we can move confidently into the ending of the stream. So this time I'm really serious. We are going to play Fantasy Star Universe and finish off Chapter 10. And then hopefully Chapter 11, and we'll be doing it on Saturday. Next week, who knows, maybe we'll get a bonus stream in since I'm off work. We will see. It all depends. Could be a very busy week of just keeping the kids entertained for the last week of school holidays as well. Who is on? Who should we read? Avuzal's playing a PlayStation Doom total conversion for Doom. Like, so it's got extra levels that weren't in Doom. So let's take the raid out that way. Let's go with a fellow Aussie. Why not? Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had a wonderful time. I've had a wonderful time chatting to everyone. Thank you for the resub, Steerpike. And yeah, I hope I'll see you very soon. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you might be. Ah, sorry, Rosie, I missed that. Next time.